get ready with me is going to be like a fall full glam featuring a berry cut crease with some pinks and some reds and some really shimmery nice colors. If you like videos like these, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, we're going to talk about some more positive things that I just want to talk about. So like I said, stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Alright, you guys, my brows, they're already done. So what I'm going to start off with is my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the color 20 Sand. And I'm just going to prime my eyes. I'm going to put a decent amount of this on my eyelids. And I'm just going to blend it out with my double-ended concealer brush in 1 second. Because this makeup look uses a lot of like pigmented colors, I want to make sure that my base is like super full coverage to make sure those colors pop. So now I'm just gonna start. I like to blend out the edges and then blend out the middle. And I like to blend this all the way until where my nose contour would start, just to give a nice clean base for our eyeshadow. If my concealer is a little streaky because it's fresh, I like to just wait just a little bit, like 10 to 15 seconds, to let it set down just a little bit more. And then I'm just going to go back in and just keep blending until it sets a little bit and it won't be as streaky. Alright, once my eyes are nice and primed with concealer, I'm going to take my powder brush and my Maybelline powder in light medium, and I'm going to set and add a little bit more coverage with this powder. Make sure that there's no creases in your concealer before you set. And set with the Maybelline. And I'm just gonna pat this in instead of swiping back and forth, to just set that coverage and build up a little bit more to give a nice flat base. Alright, that's good. That's perfect. So the palette, we're not into the brushes yet. The palette that we're going to use today for this eyeshadow look is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. We're going to use the Modern Renaissance palette. Again, as you can see, one of my favorites. And I'm going to start off with a fluffy blending brush like this one. And I'm just going to, got one of these cool like color changer thingies for your eyeshadow brushes. I'm just going to make sure that it's clean. There's no excess powder on it from a previous eyeshadow. And I'm going to use the color right here, Burnt Orange, and I'm going to bring this all across my crease into my outer corner. And this is going to work as a nice transition color for the rest of our eyeshadow look. Make sure you blend this out, no harsh lines, and bring it all the way to your outer corner and across to your inner corner. I think Anastasia's burnt orange might be like my favorite transition shade like ever. It's amazing. But coffee break. There we go. Ponytail itch. Go through the motions. But once I have this transition color nice and set, I'm gonna go in with a smaller blending brush. This one is by Wet n Wild. It doesn't have any shadow on it, but I just want to make sure that it's clean. This one is the Wet n Wild, just normal blending brush for your eyes. It's a little bit smaller, a little bit concentrated than the Morphe R37 brush. I'm going to take the color right here next to burnt orange. It's called Raw Sienna, and I'm going to blend this on like the outer third of my eye and my outer corner. Tap off that excess. And this is just to add a little bit more depth on top of that burnt orange color. I'm just gonna blend it out, bring it in. Okay, and to bring this into our warm like fall berry colors, I'm going to take this second brush. I used this, I actually practiced this look yesterday to make sure I had it perfect for you guys. I'm gonna just knock off the excess of this brush. I'm gonna use the color Red Ochre right here, and I'm gonna blend this over where I put the Raw Sienna and just kind of like blend it out to like the outer 2/3 of my crease. I like, because this is such a pigmented and deep color, I like to work a little bit at a time and just blend it and work up the pigment. So just start by dabbing it on the outer, and then I'm just gonna bring it into that inner corner. Make sure that you blend out. once that's all nice and blended to your liking, I'm going to go back and just kind of clean that brush off. I love this thing, Dollar Tree, $1.25. Knocks off all the excess eyeshadow so you can go from color to color. I'm going to take the color next to it, Venetian Red, and I'm going to concentrate it in that outer corner, but I'm also going to blend it up to just kind of make sure that everything is cohesive. And I'm going to bring the Venetian Red like down onto my lid in a angled motion. But I'm just going to try and like concentrate this color on the outer part of my lid and in my outer corner. And then I just want to go back in with the brush I used for my transition shade and just make sure that the edges are nice and soft, no harsh lines. Go back in and make sure that my Venetian Red is nice and pigmented. And now we're going to move into cutting the crease. I prepped my concealer. I'm going to use the Maybelline Color in Sand. This is the LA Girl Pro in medium beige. I'm going to use this light sand color, the same color that I used to prime my eyes. And I'm going to start cutting the crease. I like to work a little bit at a time. And it's good to let your concealer dry down a little bit so that it's set or almost set as soon as you layer it on top of your eyeshadow and you get a nice clean line. So I'm actually going to start a little bit past my inner tear duct. And just with the tip of the brush, I'm just going to start cutting out my crease. Like so. And if you can see the folds in your eye, you always want your cut crease to go a little bit above that fold so that when you close your eyes and you open your eyes, like look around, you're not gonna have a transfer of that concealer above the crease, because if you stop in the crease, it's going, when your eyelid naturally folds, it's going to transfer just above that crease. So you just want to make sure that you bring your cut crease always a little bit above your natural crease of your eye. Then I'm just going to fill this in. And then the edges, I'm just gonna flick it. If you guys can see. Blend it into that Venetian red that I applied in my outer corner. Perfect. So next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to take a flat brush like this one, and I'm going to take the color Vermeer right here, this sparkly pink color, and apply it where I just put my fresh concealer. And I'm just gonna pat it on. I'm not gonna wipe. Just gonna pat it on top of that fresh concealer. And then I'm just going to use the edge of the brush to just lightly kind of blend that into the Venetian red color. Pretty simple cut crease. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and do the other eye just to show you guys one more time. Take a little bit, not too much concealer on your brush. Start a little bit past the inner corner of your eye. I'm just going to start to cut my crease. Just like so. Make sure that it's even, perfect. Then I'm just gonna pat a little bit more. Alright, perfect. Now that that concealer is applied, I'm gonna go back in, same color. It's the color Vermeer, pretty pink sparkle color. And apply that right over the wet concealer. And use the edge of the blush to just kind of flick it and blend it into that Venetian red color. And make sure that you get a nice and pigmented cut crease. Perfect. We're almost done. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my black liquid eyeliner and a coffee set because we just did work. I love boba straws for like any type of drink. Don't know why, but amazing. But I'm gonna take black eyeliner, and actually I'm gonna do my eyeliner right from where the cut crease stops. Give myself a nice little wing. right, perfect. And then we're gonna do the same on the other eye. All right, perfect. Put the cap back on my eyeliner, and I just have a little bit. I just want to clean up right here. Got a little oopsie on my eyeliner. All right, perfect. I like to stare at my wings to make sure that they are in place like how they should be. Perfect. All right, so we'll be right back, you guys. We're gonna get into the base. See you soon. All right, you guys, we're back. We're gonna get into the base. I'm gonna take my e.l.f. Power Grip primer, and I'm gonna take 2 pumps and apply this all over my face except for my eyes, because obviously we just worked so hard on our cut crease. And this is like, I mean, wasn't a primer girly in the past, but I love this primer because it has a sticky, like, how can you say it, a sticky formula that helps my makeup stay in place without smudging or creasing all day. So once I have that applied and it's nice and set, I'm going to take my e.l.f. This is the Ultimate Blending Brush, and I'm actually going to take my Fenty Pro Filter Longwear Foundation, and I'm in the color 345. I'm going to apply this to my face, and I'm going to blend out. Oh, got that on my pants. It's okay. Literally. There we go. I'm just gonna blend this out all over my face. But getting into what I wanted to talk about today, how do you move through life, and how do you just have positive intentions throughout your life? I wrote this out in my journal like day before yesterday on how I just plan to be positive, be the person I know myself to be, and how you just, again, kindness puts good energy out into the universe. So you always want to be reciprocal with the universe, and as long as you're putting out that positive energy, you should be getting positive energy back. So I mean, I guess it's kind of like a given. The first thing that you want to do with that is to just keep yourself positive. Whenever you feel as if you gotta put on your hater blockers, you know, make sure that it's not just the action of just ignoring the negativity. Don't forget your positive affirmations. Don't forget to keep putting that positive energy back out into the universe. And don't forget to see the positive things in life. Again, I feel like we live in a society that tends to kind of like boggle or oogle at the negative as something to be a spectacle, something that we look at like constantly, always. Choose to look at the positive. Choose to see the brighter side of every picture. And I feel like that is the perfect way to keep yourself positive aligned and focused with all of your goals, your aspirations, your dreams, everything like that. And also, like I talked about in my previous video, don't forget to journal out all your goals, day to day, week to week, long-term goals. Again, those positive affirmations, and just keep on a nice, straight, and direct path to what you plan to achieve in your life. We're going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and we're going to go and highlight in our regular fashion. All right, perfect. So what we're going to do next is we're going to take a concealer blending sponge. I'm going to wet it with a little bit of water. Just to make sure that she's ready for blending. And actually, because this is a folium look, I'm going to let this set down a little bit, get a little dry, so that we have a nice base that is flawless and somewhat full coverage. Well, yeah, this is a full coverage base. Coffee break. But one of the things I want to go back to elaborate is giving kindness. Today is actually the first day of my raffle for the Breast Cancer Coalition of Greater Rochester. The link will be in the bio. I'll talk about it a little bit more at the end of this video. It'll be in like the bio, the lower description page of this video. But it's very important to put kindness out into the universe and just give back. There is a Bible verse that says, give unto others and expect nothing in return, and your gift will be the greatest with the Most High. I choose to follow that Bible verse day to day and give thanks where it's due, be kind, be polite, because again, that's putting out positive energy into the universe. And when you put out positive energy, I believe you're bound to get some back. So back to the makeup. We're going to start blending out the concealer. And actually, because I do not want my shake some powder out. I have like a little tray that I shake it out onto. Because I do not want my concealer to crease at all, just gonna make sure that I blend this out to my liking. And I'm gonna take my powder brush and I'm gonna set it as soon as I blend it out. Pretty. And then I'm gonna repeat the other process on my other eye. It is so important to like bake and bake evenly the full glam look. So I'm just gonna make sure that I bake evenly. Put out my concealer on my chin. And I don't like to talk when I do this, again, to limit any creasing. But we'll get back into our topics in a short second. And then we're gonna leave that nose contour to dry down to make sure we have a nice snatched nose contour. Okay, perfect. Set my forehead. Okay, perfect. Everything's set. Everything is nice and highlighted where I want to highlight. And we're going to get into our contour. And just, again, going back into what I was talking about. Sending out kindness into the universe is bound to give you positive energy back. And again, I feel like it's the way being kind, I don't know if this does this for everybody, but it does it for me. It kind of boosts my self-esteem, and it boosts how I feel day to day, knowing that I'm being a kind person and I'm being generous and I'm being the way like life kind of intended us to be. I don't believe as people we were meant to just kind of like wall each other off from each other. I believe that we were meant to like live in a community and just be helpful and graceful towards each other and give ourselves like kindness to ourselves and give kindness out to other people to make sure that everybody lives happy. I've always believed in that. I see that to be the way things should go. It doesn't always go like that all the time. Life isn't perfect. It's not what you always idealize it to be, but you can still go by that ideal in your day-to-day life because that's how you choose to live. So again, choosing kindness, choosing to be kind, choosing to be graceful to other people, it's important. It's so important. Like, for example, I was on my way back from what was I doing? Oh, I was picking up something for my mom, running her errands for her, and there was a man on the side of the road and he was playing a little guitar. I thought it was a ukulele, but it wasn't. It was a mandolin. I actually went home and I googled what a mandolin is. Those things are pretty cool. But he was playing a mandolin on the side of the road and he was just asking for change and stuff like that because he needed help to get food. So I gave him like I don't even know. I just gave him a handful of quarters out of my cup holder so he could go and get himself some food. And we had like a really nice short conversation. And at the end of it, he actually thanked me. He was like, "You're like the sweetest person like that hasn't like just thrown the change at me. You actually took the time to talk to me. That actually helped me out so much. I appreciate you. And I like your nails." I was like, "Oh, thank you. I like your mandolin thing." But again, just taking the time to be just like a peaceful, humanistic person to like anybody that you come across, you never know how much that can change their day or how much that can like change their outlook, their perspective on their current situation, or just like their life at large, and just give them something good. So maybe that next time he brings out a little bit of positive energy into his universe, and then that cycle keeps going. We want to keep the cycle of positive energy going. So I'm just contouring my face. Getting back to the makeup. I'm just contouring my face. Then I'm going to go along the apple of my chin. Just contour it out under my lip. Make sure that everything is contoured. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my bronzer. I'm going to use my favorite bronzer. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in Sun Dipped. And then, just to let you guys know, my favorite contour powder, the Pure 4-in-1 Perfecting Powders. I use the contour color, that dark brown color. And then I'm going to go back in with my bronze shade and go over and just bronze up my face. Make sure I add a nice healthy glow to my face. Add some definition back. Perfect. So just to end off what I was just talking about, again, be kind. Put kind energy out into the universe. You never know what another person is going through, so that's why I try to leave the house on my kindness and positive intentions. Ask big goals, speak positivity into everybody that I come across. It will boost you up and it will boost other people up. Good old coffee break. But the next thing I want to get into while we finish the rest of our face is I want to talk about how do you be firm and comfortable with who you are and just basically living your life the way you want to. And how do you well, I don't want to say how do you become more comfortable with that. It kind of is that, but it's just like, how do you stay firm in that? Not letting yourself be swayed into any sort of direction, not easily influenced to change who you are. I'm knocking away that highlight powder with my powder brush, and I'm just bringing it up to continue to like lift my face off my chin. And then we're gonna blend out, because we've had plenty of time to have our nose. Got a little piece of buzz. Oh, my nose ring. Okay, I'm gonna blend out my nose contour. Little dabbing motions. I like to blend straight down the middle of the concealer, then go down the sides, pretty. And then I'm going to again do my little 1-2 step and set my nose a little powder. And I'm gonna go in with this kind of fluffy blending brush that I use for my nose contours. Dab a little bit of that contour powder and begin to contour my nose ever so slightly. But being comfortable with who you are, it's about just accepting exactly who you are. I am goofy. I am the first one to like crack a joke about anything, everything I see. Honestly, that is kind of one of the ways I see the positive in everything. I think I have a meme vault that is set for the ages. I have a funny meme for anything. I love to just like be that lighthearted person. And again, no matter if you're a little bit more stern, a little bit more serious, if you're a lighthearted person, you like crack jokes, if you anything about yourself, be comfortable with that. It's a blessing to be comfortable with yourself, because that means not only are you vibrating with positive, higher energy, you are like probably at optimal or close to that self-esteem. Like you're just like, I like me. So It's very important to like you. Always like yourself. But I'm just gonna keep blending my nose contour and bringing it up into the front part of my brow bone. Perfect nose contour. And then I'm gonna actually take and cut under my crease, not my crease, but my contour with the medium deep setting powder from Maybelline. I'm just gonna use that to just sharpen up my crease just a little bit. We're gonna knock that bake off in a few moments. But the first step of being firm and comfortable with who you are is accepting exactly who you are as who you are. Don't let anybody tell you that there's something wrong with you, unless you do see something personally yourself that is needing for self-improvement. I'm big on self-improvement, but at the same time, just be comfortable with exactly who you are, exactly who you're comfortable to be. That is like one of the most important things in life. Just, you're doing amazing, sweetheart. You as yourself, you're already doing amazing. So once, okay, I'm gonna go in. Actually, I'm not gonna use a lot of, how did I do this makeup look yesterday? Oh, gotta think. All right, so I'm actually going to, even though I just put like a setting powder on, I'm going to cover my eyes like this, and I'm going to set my face with a little bit of Mario Badescu's Orange Water and Aloe Spray. I just cover my eyes to make sure I don't really like wet my eyeshadow, to make sure that it stays flawless. And I'm going to dry down my base. Okay, we're all nice and dry. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Halo Glow Beauty Wand blush in Rose You Slay. I'm going to just, ooh, hold on you guys, I need to wipe off my mirror. It has a lot of setting spray on it. But we're going to take the Halo Glow Beauty Wands, and yep, this is Rose You Slay. And I'm going to just take and put 1, 2, 3 right at the top of my cheekbones. 1, 2, 3. And I'm gonna take this brush right here, which is basically like an elf, this is not an elf brush. I actually got this from Marshalls. And I'm going to start blending this and just like dabbing motions up and down my cheeks. And this I feel like works 2 in 1 as a blush and a highlighter, because it does have a metallic finish. I'm just gonna blend this all up into, kind of into my cheekbones and up into like the top of my brow bone. Just go up and down and blend this out. And this is like my new favorite blush, like ever. Like, I love it. Just keep dabbing. And I like to blend it into my temples and above my brow bone just a little bit. I'm gonna put, so like, just a little bit more on this side, because I like to blush up my face. I love a lot of good blush, especially with a full glam look like this. And I just see a little spot. Just want to blend out, make sure everything is nice and blended, no harsh lines. no creases, nothing of that or such. But now that my blush is nice and blended out, this gives like a nice highlight by itself. I know you guys can see that. So pretty. Rose You Slay by e.l.f. I am going to just lightly, ever so lightly, highlight my face because I already feel like the blush did it. Sometimes I just wear this blush by itself, no highlighter, and it gets the job done. But before I go into that, I just want to take what's left over on this brush and just give my nose a pop of color. And going back into the second thing that I want to talk about, self-love and self-care is one of the important ways to be comfortable with yourself and be firm with who you are, because you're most likely doing what you want to do. I have, like I said, I have a whole bunch of hobbies. I've been like making like my fall wardrobe kind of sort of, or just like statement pieces. I don't know if you guys can see this right here, but I call that my Kirby sweater. That is like a blanket sweater. I used like 5 or 6 balls of like blanket hoodie, blanket yarn to make a hoodie. When I tell you that hoodie is like a weighted like security blanket, it is so comfortable to sleep in. It's like a coat. I love it. We're gonna get the pattern for it soon. It'll be in my link tree. But again, taking the time to do the things that you love to do and the things that you want to do, that's a perfect way to reaffirm yourself into like the positive person, the person that you love yourself. Make sure that you're doing the things you want to do. Another thing I've been up to as of lately is just like, again, I've been taking the time to do like my self-care days and stuff like that. Like, what did I do? It was, oh, I actually went, and I might put this in my next vlog, but I went out and got a nice planter that's like it's made of like all recyclable materials for my money tree over here. You guys can't see it because I've officially had it for a year, and it is kind of, I don't think it's becoming all the way root bound, but just a little bit, so it needs room to grow and become beautiful. So I'm gonna repot my plants. I love plants. So just take the time to always do the things that make you happy. It's going to reaffirm your self-esteem because you're taking the time to do what you want to do, not what society tells you to do, what other people tells you to do. You're doing what you want to do. So I'm going to take the color Moonstone. It's like that pinky color because it's like a pink tone makeup look. Just a little bit on my Morphe. This is the R36 brush. Oh, okay, so the blending brush that I used earlier wasn't the R36, it's the R37, the smaller version of that. The R36 is the big, bodacious, like, highlighter brush. So I'm just gonna pat a little bit of this just on the tops of my cheeks, a little bit on my brow bone. A little bit above my brow bone. I think we're almost done, you guys. We can move into the lips soon. But the last thing I want to talk about is just don't be afraid to be yourself. I have this thing that I've always said about life. I actually said this since I was really young. As people, we all go down different paths. We go through all different types of things, good, bad, in between. The least that you owe to yourself is to be yourself and be comfortable with yourself, because again, that's living the life that you want to live. Be happy, be free, exactly who you are, no matter what society or other people say, because again, like I said, you only have one life to live, so you owe it to yourself kind of to make sure that that life that you live, that you're here for, is one where you are being 100% absolutely unadulterated yourself. So Just remember that no matter what you've been through, if your life, if you feel as if it's been good, bad, somewhere in between, you always owe it to yourself to be yourself. Be happy, love yourself, be just, excuse me, just that person of just pure and utter joy, happiness, contentment. Just be free like a butterfly. Just like, I can't, it's simply stated, just be happy as yourself, because it's so important to just make sure that you're living how you want to live. I can't reiterate that enough. A little bit of a coffee break. I'm going to go into my eyes. We're going to finish those off. A little bit of mascara. This is the Maybelline Snapscara in Waterproof Black. I want to get a nice coat on my lashes. Get a nice coat on your lashes, and then I'm going to use my half lashes, which are right here, and I'm going to show you guys one of them. They're basically, I don't know if you guys can see that, but they're half lashes, and we're going to use half lashes, put a little bit more of mascara on, and do our under eyeshadow. To tie these two topics that I talked about together, moving with positive intentions is honestly a part of being yourself. If you wake up and you're 100% comfortable with how you're living, how you're feeling mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, all of that whatsoever, I believe it'll be way easier. If not, it'll something that'll become natural to you to just set forth positive intentions through your life, and set forth positive intentions like to other people while you're just moving through day-to-day life with other people. So I'm gonna take my Duo lash glue. I actually like this again. I tried the clear glue. I feel like it's not as strong as this one, so we're just gonna go back to this one. Put a little bit of glue on these lashes. Ooh. My glue is coming out super slow. Just put a little bit of glue on the lashes. Wipe off the excess. We're gonna let those dry for about like 30 seconds. Usually until you start to see the edges of the glue start to get a little bit tacky and start to turn clear a little bit. Going into my bottom eyeshadow look, I'm gonna take this little tiny like pencil blending brush, and I'm gonna go back in with my Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm gonna take the color Venetian Red, that color right there, and I'm gonna bring this across my lower lash line and bring it up towards that cat eye that we did. Oh, I dipped into the wrong color. This is why I left the brush cleaner. Take a little bit more of that Venetian Red. And then I'm going to take like one of the Anastasia flat brushes. I'm going to take the flat end of this brush, and I'm just going to take that color that we use for the cut crease, the Vermeer color, and I'm going to bring it down into my inner corner just a little bit more, just to give us that nice highlighted look for your inner corner. It's so fun, so pretty. We love that. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to, because my lashes are almost dry, I'm going to put a little bit of black mascara, same one, on my lower lash line. Pretty. Alright, perfect. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take my LA Colors Auto Liner. This is in the color, this one actually has a color. It is in the color Darkness. I'm going to tightline my bottom lid. Get some nice bottom lashes in there, and then we're going to proceed to apply our half lashes. Alright, perfect. There is a little bit of excess glue. I'm just going to wipe it off the edge of my nail. And then we're going to apply the same lash to the outer corner the same way. Alright, that second lash is on. The first lash is on. Might be a little bit of white cast because they're still drying down, but I'm going to put on another layer of mascara. It is starting to get colder out. Happy fall, y'all. I think the only thing I don't like about fall is that I tend to get a little bit of these sniffles. I tend to get like heavy sinuses and stuff like that when the air gets colder. My skin dries out, my scalp, everything just starts going haywire in the cold. So that's one of the only things I do not like about fall. I'm actually going to take a little bit of this Vermeer color. I just want to put a little dot of it. That's what I just did. A little dot on my nose. I feel like just to make it like a little extra sparkly. I think that's cute. But I'm just gonna focus my second coat of mascara on my inner lashes where the half lashes stop. Nice lashes without a full strip lash, and it just complements the eye, complements the eyeliner. So we are going to go into our lip color. I'm going to use my brown liner in C68901. I use this brown lip liner for literally everything. I'm just going to lightly line my lips. Alright, perfect. Make sure I just rub it in so there's no harsh lines. Then I'm gonna take the, actually this one is almost empty. Where is the other one? Oh no, this is the right one. So I'm gonna take the NYX Butter Gloss, and this is in the color Madeline, and I'm gonna put this all over my lips. It's the perfect pinky nude color. Alright, make sure you blend that. And then I'm going to go in with this like lip topper shiny lip gloss. It's in the color Dawn, and the brand, again, I got this from the hair store. It's literally just called Lip Shine. I'm not sure. Oh, it's by Nika K, New York. Oh, closed this tight last time I used it. But I'm gonna take a little bit of like this rose gold. It kind of matches the color, but it's a little bit deeper than the color we use to cut my crease with. So just apply a little bit of that. Pretty, perfect. I'm gonna go back in. Last thing, right where, if you can remember, we did that piece just to define our contour. I'm just gonna make sure I blend that out, blend it into my neck, make sure everything is blended. And that is it, you guys. I have a few more things I want to talk before I end this video, but this is my full glam, like red berry pink. It's perfect for the fall. It's something that'll just bring a little bit of drama to your eye, but healthy amount of drama, something that's complementary to your eye shape. We love that for us. All right, you guys, I'm back. But like I said, make sure that you are moving forward with positive tensions. You're putting good energy out into the universe so that you get good energy back coming towards yourself. Be kind, be comfortable with yourself. Again, it's so important. We only have one life to live, to just be yourself, be happy, be positive, be content with who you are. Make sure you're practicing positive self-care, loving your hobbies, the things you like to do. Make sure that you just live your life every day exactly the way you want to live it. Get the things done that you need to get done, but make sure that you are being comfortable 100% with the person that you are, the person that God made you to be. So getting into my breast cancer raffle. The breast cancer raffle will be, the link will be in the description box below, and I'll put the link in my Instagram and on my Facebook page. Each raffle ticket, all the proceeds except for I think a small percentage fee goes towards the platform that I use, Rally Up, to just like keep the website going. It's going directly to the Breast Cancer Coalition of Greater Rochester. I don't receive any of the proceeds that will be donated to this raffle. All of it goes towards the Breast Cancer Coalition of Greater Rochester. I have it set up so that one raffle ticket is $3, 2 raffle tickets is $6, 3 raffle tickets is $9, and 4 raffle tickets, you get a little bit of percentage off, is $10. Make sure that you fill out everything with your full name, any contact information that you want me to have in the page when you check out, because on the last day of the month, October 31st, I will put up a little video on my Instagram. I'm going to write everybody's names and put them in a little jar, shake up the jar, pull out a name, and that person's name that I pull out will win a Sweet Peas Naturals full garden box set, which comes with the shampoo and comes with the conditioner. It comes with the heat protectant spray, and it comes with the silk hair serum. So basically everything to wash, dry, and blow out, and silk press if you choose to, your hair with my products. So I hope you guys enjoy that. And again, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. 1 in 3 women in America are diagnosed with breast cancer, and it's something that affects their lives, their families, everybody around them. So I feel like this is such an important cause to give back to. So again, make sure that you guys check it out, buy a ticket or two, even if it's not for yourself, maybe a loved one. All the proceeds go towards a good cause. And again, the Raffle will start at 12 noon today, and it will end 12 noon on October 31st, the last day of the month. And then right after it ends, I'm going to make a video, like I said, pick out the raffle, and I'll announce how much money will be donated to the Breast Cancer Coalition of Greater Rochester. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Again, don't forget to move forward with positive intentions, like you're doing amazing. And be comfortable with who you are as yourself. Be that bubbly, again, me knowing myself, be that bubbly, kind person that you know yourself to be. Crack a joke where necessary. Keep yourself lighthearted, keep yourself happy, content. I hope you guys like this really pretty pink, like berry fall, nice full glam tutorial. Stay tuned for next week. I'm gonna start getting into like the more fun, like Halloween-y, possibly. I'm thinking about it. We're gonna get into something really fun next week. So I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later. Bye. It's my mama's birthday today. It's my mama's birthday today. It's the birthday dance.